All right, so you're wanting to stay more retail. Mm-hmm. And I've even seen you on social media, and you'll go, I'm here, come get your cakes.
Yep, catch me in the city.
So you're just putting out a place you're going to be with your cakes, and people are coming and getting them?
And people are coming and getting them, yes.
Cool.
And I make parking lot deals.
Can't you see her with this trench coat, open up the trench coat, instead of watches, she's got cakes?
Oh, that would be super cool to see. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Hey, you, look at my trunk. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Today we have a local person that started out doing something for fun and for her family, and now she's turned it into a business. Hey, I'm Karen. I'm a former CPA, entrepreneur, business consultant with big ideas, and I'm the mom.
I'm Katie. I'm a payroll specialist, business owner, and detail-oriented person that makes things happen, and I'm the daughter. Welcome to Cheers to Business.
Carla Able, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, I am Carla Able, but my handle is Carla the Pound with Cakes by the Pound, where it is homemade with love and in every bite is joy.
I tell you what, I couldn't have thought of a better elevator pitch than that. And I tell you what, after eating your cakes before, it's just like a warm hug coming home.
Oh, that is awesome.
They're so good. So tell us how this whole thing got started and where you're at now.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So it has been a little over 2 years. I wanted a pound cake. And
I like pound cake.
And so I got the ingredients and I made one. I took the instructions and just made one.
So when was this?
This was Thanksgiving 2017.
Okay, never made one before?
Never made one before.
Okay.
And so I had peach cobbler, a pound cake, and banana pudding.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. At the end of the night, the pound cake was gone. The banana pudding and the peach cobbler was still there.
Okay.
So my mom got me a KitchenAid mixer for Christmas.
I have one. Aren't they nice?
They are super, super nice.
Yep.
And so I made another cake for the family. And they were like, oh, this is better than the first one. So we had an Aunt Maddie who baked all the time. When you went to her home, she had the glass dish that, you keep your cakes in.
Yeah.
And it always had a pound cake in it. So she was like, you're channeling Aunt Maddie. I said, girl, I don't know. I said, but the cake is good. And so my birthday's in January. And
January what?
January the 11th.
Okay. Katie's is January 19th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she said she's really sorry she hated to miss this one, but there was something at the, how business owning is.
Yeah.
So she had to take care of something, so missed the taping. But she says to say hi.
All right. Tell her I said hello. Okay. So she's Capricorn as well, right? Yes.
Yeah, she's 19th.
Oh, wow. So I have to invite her to my birthday lunch.
Us. We come as a team.
Well, I have to invite you guys to my birthday lunch. So, and so at the time I was working as a manager in a call center, and for my birthdays, I always do a birthday party for myself, but as a give back to them because they get to get lunch for free.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And I made my cake. So usually I had to buy the cake. Well, this time I could make the cake. And it was so awesome. They were like, Miss Carla, people who wasn't on my team, I didn't get any cake. I'm like, well, I didn't make the cake for you. But my boss at the time came to me and he was like, Carla, I said, what? So you need to sell these. I said, you're serious? And so my coworker, she was like, will you make me a cake for my team builder next week? I was like, sure. And it just has been awesome from there.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
You found your talent.
Yeah. It found me. Because like I said, all I wanted was some cake. I sold my first cake January the 23rd, 2018. And from there, I just started trying different things. And the call center became like my little test subject. So I would test different things because everything was me doing it for the first time. Every recipe, every type of cake. And just started from there.
So is it like on The Voice or something like that where you start out, you're good, but then, you learn so much that you're just excelling?
It is phenomenal because every cake that I baked for the first time, it turned out great. Like it wasn't like, you had to keep trying it. It was all great.
That has never happened to me. Not ever.
And my sister,
not with baking, with other things it has. Yeah.
But my sister was so mad because she'd been trying to make a pound cake and hers just never came out right. And she was like, you tried it on the first time and yours is like good. You're winning baking championships. I said, girl, stop.
Well, you tell her I feel her.
Yeah, so definitely I sure will.
All right, so then in coming up and you're selling more and more, but it's not an everyday thing, right?
Well, no, and see, this is where I have a phrase, got cake.
Okay.
So I would come in and be like, Miss Carla, you got some cake. Miss Carla, you got cake. Miss Carla, you got cake.
Right.
It's like, you know what? I'm finna put that on a T-shirt. And that's exactly what I did. Is I put it on the T-shirt, got cake, and it just, just went over phenomenally. And so I just basically, when someone wanted cake, I made a cake, or, I would say, okay, well, I'll bake once a week. Well, in the same breath of me starting Cakes by the Pound, the job announced that they were closing.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Could that be the most awful thing that happened for the best reason? I know. It's weird how God works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they announced it January the 10th. I started Cakes by the Pound January the 23rd. They were scheduled to close April of 2018, but then the people overseas that they were trying to ramp up to take our jobs, they wasn't ready yet.
Oh, wow. That's a heavy statement right there.
They wasn't ready yet. And so we ended up having to stay on. And so in June, that's the date that they told me that would be my last day. So June 9th was my last day.
How sad were you that day, not knowing what was coming?
I was scared.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what was coming. I knew that I have an MBA in business. I had done some other network marketing type businesses in the past. Okay. I had my own tax business. So I wasn't a stranger to business, but I was a stranger to the cake business.
Right.
And so I said, well, God, either I'm going to see what happens or I'm going to go and find another job to work for somebody.
Yeah.
I gave myself some timeline. I said, you know what? We're just going to see what happens.
I call it the faith magic carpet. That's exactly what I call it because I've been riding it. So hop on.
Okay. And so in June, I hopped on. And it has been a journey. It all hasn't been pleasant, but every time I think about, I need to go find me a job, something great happens in the business that helps me to say, no, you're on the path that he's put you on, and you gotta stick with it.
I love that. Now, you do retail. Are you looking to go wholesale where you're selling to a grocery store or a market or something like that?
So that's kind of where I'm like on this fence because my vision is to keep it local. I don't want mass production of it because I think it will lose its homemade taste.
Right.
But I would like to be in a commercial kitchen to be able to ship worldwide and to possibly be in some local stores.
Yeah, because wholesale is totally different than retail.
Yeah.
So when you're selling to retail, you got the sales tax people looking at you. You got these people looking at you. And one thing that confuses people, and I'm not going into sales tax too deep, but it's a whole show that, gee, Manetti's. The Mississippi sales tax code is like 2 centimeters thick, and the Alabama sales tax code is like 1,200 pages. So there's different rules for dirt, for God's sake. So anyway, back to the cakes. So, selling to somebody that has an end user. So you're selling to them wholesale. So you're discounting in order to sell more to them because they have the avenue to sell more retail. All right. So you're wanting to stay more retail. And I've even seen you on social media and you'll go, I'm here. Come get your cakes.
Yep. Catch me in the city.
So you're just putting out a place you're going to be with your cakes and people are coming and getting them?
And people are coming and getting them, yes.
That is too cool.
And I make parking lot deals.
Can't you see her with this trench coat, open up the trench coat instead of watches? She's got cakes.
Oh, that would be super cool to see. Yeah, definitely.
Right. Hey, you, look at my trunk.
it is so exciting that the Catch Me in the City is to me the most exciting part of it. Because people are like, oh, you're going to get in the building. And so even if I got in the building, I still believe I would do the Catch Me in the City because it allows me to connect with the people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's different when you're tied to a building and they come to you, but you don't get to be out and about. You know, you're tied to that specific location. With Catch Me in the City, I could be anywhere. I could be in Irvington. I could be in Saraland. You know, I could be in Daphne.
You're a cake truck. Cake car.
Yeah.
So do you have any special requests? People are now telling you what kind of cakes they want and where they'll be?
Yes, people are telling me what kind of cakes they want. I did get a request for it's called a pie caking.
What the heck is that? That sounds like a turducken. Have you ever had a turducken?
No, I haven't. I've heard about it.
It's what, turducken. All right, so it's a chicken and a duck and a turkey. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what's a caking?
A caking is 4 layers. It's a pecan pie on the bottom.
Oh.
Cheesecake.
Oh, my gosh.
Red velvet and cherry pie.
Are you serious?
I am so serious.
How's it taste?
I don't know yet. I just got this request last week, and so I've been doing my research because, you know, even though it's a request, I still want to make sure that it's of the best quality, that it comes out, you know, the right way. So I'm still working on it, but I can't wait to. I'll probably do a modified version, my version of it.
Okay.
But I can't wait to try it.
All right, but this really exists.
It does really exist. It's like $100 on the website for some company. I can't remember who it was.
Really? Because that just sounds like a confused cake.
Yeah.
Who do I want to be? Which personality?
Okay. But it's interesting when you think about it because you have your classics. Your classics is your lemon, which is the 7-Up, your vanilla, cream cheese. Those are your classic pound cakes.
Right.
But then you go into something like strawberry lemonade. I make a pecan pie bundt cake.
I bet that is so good.
It is delicious.
I have to ask, you brought me a present.
I did bring you a present.
Did you? Yay.
I did.
What did you bring me?
I brought you the signature Lemon Bliss, which is the 7-Up pound cake.
All right, y'all listen to this. That's me opening it up. Oh, my gosh, it smells so good, Carla.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I have to take a bite, so think of something to say while I'm chewing.
Okay, and so what she's eating now is the mini cake. It is Lemon Bliss flavor. And the mini cakes make perfect gifts. Just because, but perfect Christmas gifts, you can actually individually wrap it and put a bow on it.
You know what this be good at, too, is a baby shower.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Or a wedding shower.
Yes, definitely. And
do you make your own icing?
I do. Everything is homemade.
Oh, my gosh. I got to take another bite.
Okay.
Say something else.
All right. So everything is homemade, which I think that's the beauty of it. It's almost like when you made that cake and just how you tasted it, and you were like, oh, this is bliss. Mm-hmm. The cake does something for people that words cannot.
They make you feel good. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm a comfort food person anyway, which explains a lot. But still, I mean, there's just something in that comfort. Mm-hmm. You know, and especially after a dinner or something, you want just something sweet. So it's just to feel good.
And, you know, cake makes everything better.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you wanted a cake one day. I'm so glad you wanted a cake. You know, you and I talked one time about mind mapping a business and, you know, how to put it out there. So what do you see your next goals?
My next goals is to build my corporate clientele. I want to be able to ensure that whenever they need cake, they got it. And they have the best cake, which is Cakes by the Pound. It is the best cake in the city.
It's delicious.
So,
I mean, absolutely
there's
delicious.
no need to go anywhere else. Just, you know, we'll have a running appointment. You know, if your meetings are on Monday morning at 10, well, Monday morning at 8:30, you'll have your cakes waiting on you.
You could go into contract. you could have contracts with them.
yeah.
For 6 months, I'll provide your cake and every single time.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's really my vision because everybody needs cake. Everybody needs cake, right?
I'm not disagreeing with you. I promise I'm not.
And so I am more than just cake. So that's one of the things that for 2020 I am working on to help people to see that I am more than just cake. I make cookies, candy, and pies.
All right. So to the listeners out there that are baking in their kitchen, the holidays and everything, and or even outside the holidays, like I've always made cookies with my granddaughter. They are not the best cookies, and I know that, but they're fun to make with my granddaughter. So the person out there that's come up with the best cookie and the best this, best that, what's some do's and don'ts that you've learned the hard way?
One is don't get discouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because now that I'm doing it full time, I don't sell cake every day. But I need to sell cake every day, right?
need to eat something besides cake.
Yeah.
You got to buy flour for more cake.
Yes. And so don't get discouraged. Stay the course. Definitely continue to research what you're doing. Make sure that you are abiding all of the rules to this thing, because when you operate a baking business, you have to operate under the cottage food law if you're not in a building.
Doesn't some of the churches and chambers of commerce, like the smaller ones, don't they rent out commercial kitchens?
Some of them do.
Okay.
I had talked to one about the commercial kitchen, but what I found, because I was in a commercial kitchen,
Okay.
if you don't have enough working capital to get started,
Which most people don't.
yeah, you can run out of funds really quickly.
Yeah.
So
So what did you do?
I went back under the cottage food law,
Okay.
back to my home.
Okay.
And so, but make sure you, if this is an avenue that you want to take, you definitely need to make sure you have your capital. If you want to go into a commercial kitchen, you need to have capital just because ingredients cost, packaging costs.
Right.
Get a mentor,
Yes.
someone who's, in the business doing what you want to do, to kind of help you along the way.
Yeah, and it's not just because I don't care what people say. The foundation of business is the same for any kind of business you want to do, and I don't care what you're doing. And so I think, what's the biggest thing that you didn't know that you wish you'd known?
The biggest thing, now I know that I've had to learn everything. I had to learn
And
everything
it's not
as
what
I
they
go.
teach you on an MBA.
No, it's not.
They don't teach you in college how to be in business.
No, they do not. I wish that I would have gotten a mentor quicker, because when I first started, I was doing this, had not ever done it before, and bakers kind of like to be to themselves. So everyone wasn't really jumping at the bit to give and to share information. So, and that was okay. But I believe in God and I have faith, and He always sends you what you need. And so I did get a lady who would, help me through some things. I was getting some things and she would help me. And I now have a mentor, that agreed to mentor me with the business. And she's been all on TV.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, she was on, what is it, is it the Sugar Rush? I can't remember exactly what show it was, but it was like she was on there and won it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Did you reach out to her, or did she reach out to you?
I reached out to her.
Okay.
I reached out to her, and it took her a while to message me back. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess, you know how you get when you're apprehensive.
Yeah, well, nothing moves as fast as you think,
you think it should, right? And so then when she messaged me back and she said she would do it, I was like,
oh, so what?
I was so excited.
Does she call you? Do you meet?
Well, I call her because she's not from here. She's in Florida. So I call her and, we talk through things and go over, what I'm, doing with the business. And so it's been a great relationship.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. Mm-hmm. There's not many people that drink wine with cake, but I'm one of them. So I'm sorry. So today is Staller from the Family Estate. It's a Pinot Noir Rosé. Now, I usually drink Pinot Noir, which definitely would not have gone with this cake, but this is a really, really good. Rosé or rose, I don't know. See, I keep asking about that little thing over that E.
Oh, is it an AE?
No E.
Oh, rosé.
Yeah.
Probably rosé.
That's probably it. I don't know, but it's good. And I want to thank Brooke at the Donkey Market. She always makes the podcast even more pleasant. And I tell you what, it couldn't have been any better without your cake. Without your cake.
Thank you.
It is so good. So I want to say cheers to you having the guts to be able to go, I'm going to go on faith, and I know what I have is good, and I know I'm good, and my cakes are just great, and I'm going to do this. It takes a lot of gumption, girl, and I know it does. So cheers to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. This is so good, and I can't be selfish and be the only one with cake. So for everybody out there, how do they get hold of Carla the Pound, Cake by the Pound, and how do they order their cakes?
You can contact me on Facebook. I am Carla the Pound on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page, which is Cakes by the Pound on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram under Cakes by the Pound as well. And my telephone number is 251-289-0532. My email address is cakesbythepound@yahoo.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. And thank you for bringing me cake.
Oh, you are welcome. It was a pleasure too.
Please be sure to subscribe to Cheers to Business podcast on iTunes or anywhere else that you get your podcast. Visit our Facebook and be sure to give us a like. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to discuss, shoot us an email from the website cheerstobusiness.com.